In today's video, we find out what happens when Boss Relik meets Boss HighCard inside of the new Fortnite update. This is going to be super excited. You guys know that we always like to do boss meets here on the channel, and for some reason, roughly 98% of you guys that watch aren't subscribed. So make sure you are subscribing. It'd mean the world to me. And while you are pressing that subscribe button, if you happen to know the name of this skin on screen right now, comment it down below, and I'll be hearting a bunch who get it right. Okay, so what is the plan for today's video? Well, the plan was obviously to take Boss HighCard over to the brand new Boss Relik, who spawns in the jungle. I think it's possible, and I think we could get there pretty quickly. It's difficult, but it's doable. Let's jump in and find out how. Okay, just before that, I just want to mention quickly, for anyone that has been playing the brand new 50v50 map, which I built for you guys, the code is on top of the screen. I have officially changed the thumbnail to this image here, so if you haven't yet played my new map, which I've built for you guys, that's the new image, so you can check it out. And also, you can check this map out. It's super hectic, super crazy, super fun. Just take a little screenshot of the code, and you get a lot of XP in these UBFM maps. Here's a little screenshot of how much XP I got for playing there, just a brief one. Pretty good amount of XP, and it's just crazy fun inside of here. Massive hecticness. So if you like that hectic style play, then this is the game mode for you. Go and give it a go. I'm sure you guys will love it just as much as I did. Anyway, let's jump back into the gameplay and find out what happens when these bosses meet. Okay, so obviously I had to land in, find the location of the HighCards. Now sadly, there is no way of determining the HighCard spawns. The HighCard spawns are random. So this took a long time. I think we spent about 3 hours waiting for the right HighCard spawn and the right storm. Sadly, there's no battle labs anymore, and sadly they don't spawn in the creative BR. Fortnite really aren't doing us content creators any favors here. But anyway, we landed in, and basically I went and landed over at the slabs and just kept waiting and waiting. And to be honest, I would just sit AFK until HighCard spawned, and if he didn't, I'd just back out. But luckily enough, in this game right now, HighCard has spawned at the shattered slabs, and we have the perfect storm to do this, which gives us the ability to move HighCard. Now you're probably wondering, why am I just stood here? Well, I'm waiting for my teammates. So we wait a little bit for our teammates, and eventually they do come over. But while we are looting up, we have to loot a bunch of stuff as well. Shields and stuff are really crucial. Health is really important as well. So just making sure we've got all this stuff. And you're probably thinking, how on earth can we move HighCard? Well, you can slide kick. And yes, it's going to be difficult, but slide kicking is an option to move HighCard because he's a passive NPC, and because he's passive, he won't attack us unless we hit him, which means we can possibly slide kick him across, and that's what we're going to do. Also, in zero build, you can now get shockwaves, so we have been looting up shockwaves, or my team have, and also fishing rods. So we start off by simply just, I guess, slide kicking HighCard. And my team already shockwaved him to get him to this point. So we've already shockwaved him a little bit to move him down this hill. And now we are just simply slide kicking fishing rod combo. It requires some perfect timing, but with some good effort and timing and a lot of practice, we can get this to work quite nicely. And we can simply slide kick the ability to move, I guess, the HighCard with some slap juices. And he gets moving quite well. Now, sadly, we are on NA East here just because most of my helpers here helping us in this video are on the NA East region. So we have gone to that region, which makes it extremely difficult for me to actually slide kick HighCard. As you can see, I'm lagging a little bit on the slide just because of the ping being a lot higher than the normal EU ping where I play. So it has been quite difficult for me to slide kick, so I'm just going to stay back for now and just be kind of like a backup slide kicker while my team do most of the slide kicking here, just because it's so difficult to do. Also, the fishing rod in it is more accurate as well with lower ping. It's easier to do, so that's what's happening here. And you can see I'm just keeping myself back, getting that backup slide kick, which is going to come in handy as we do move him around this corner here. So we've moved HighCard quite far, just transitioning a little bit. I get a lovely slide kick, almost sending him off the edge there, but sadly it just misses the edge, and obviously he's always going to run back to his POI. This is so difficult, by the way, guys. We have many attempts at this and many practices, but luckily the shockwaves come in handy that have been added into zero build, allowing us to move him down this point here, which gives us extra time to get some lovely more slide kicks in, moving him into the location of Relik. Thankfully, I'm able to hit a few slide kicks. Unfortunately, it's so difficult, like I said, because of the high ping, but I'm doing my best, and I think I've done a good job. We got a few slide kicks in, some few really important ones. Unfortunately, one of them did miss, but I'm missing a few as well. Eventually, I decided to grab myself a raptor just to use it for movement, so I can get out of the way from my team and just back up with the fishing rod. And we get HighCard in pretty close, and now it looks like he's straight into the action. HighCard has actually already started aggroing onto Relik. So switching into the replay, you can see Relik teleports straight down into HighCard and goes for him and actually hits him. Currently, HighCard does not actually aim in on Relik straight away. He's a little bit confused. He can't actually target him because he's invisible. Now Relik becomes visible, he's able to actually target him, and the fight begins between these two. It's super close. You can see Relik and HighCard actually battling it out here, getting as much damage as possible. Relik is targeting on us as well as HighCard, so he's going to be a little bit 50-50. He's also using, obviously, the bees and wasps to deal damage to the HighCard, and they're doing pretty effective damage. It looks like HighCard is actually hitting Relik there, gets a few extra shots on him, and we do manage to slide kick him back into the fight here to keep him in the action. Relik here, aiming down on HighCard, hitting a few shots. HighCard actually getting a good amount of damage there with the 23s. It's a close fight between these. Relik missing a few shots there onto the structure. HighCard again hitting Relik for another 16. It actually looks like the bees are doing damage to Relik himself as well. So HighCard is doing okay. Oh, he's missing a lot of shots here. He's doing okay, but he's also got the bees to his advantage because Relik keeps missing his throwable ability. Relik then teleports away using his Huntmaster Saber ability. We love Huntmaster Saber here on the channel. That's a lovely ability he has, and it looks like HighCard has managed to run away a little bit. But luckily enough, we do have shockwaves. We do also have slide kick. You can see Relik's invisible over there in the distance. You can just about see him there on that left side shooting in on HighCard. HighCard will not target Relik while he's invisible, so this gives Relik the advantage because he can shoot while he's invisible, whereas us as players can't do that. So Relik does get a little bit of an advantage here, and HighCard eventually detects the Relik and gets a good few shots on him, but misses a lot. HighCard again still aiming on the Relik. We know that HighCard's aim is extremely bad, so he does miss a lot of shots, but when a target's moving, his aim does increase accuracy. So if Relik keeps moving, HighCard should get some lovely shots on. Lovely shockwave coming in there to keep HighCard in the battle. You can see obviously the bees are being thrown in there, a miss from that bee. But it actually looks like our slide kick has sent HighCard into the bees, unfortunately. They're only dealing 8 damage to these bees. It looks like Relik's got a lovely 24 on there, and HighCard's just lost his shield, and Relik teleports away up to this upper section right now. HighCard versus Relik in this 1v1 fight here. Relik's still aiming on us, which gives HighCard a little bit of an advantage here, but Relik is targeting on us, which is kind of bad, but also kind of a bit more fair because he does have the invisibility ability. Now we have to get Relik back into the fight here because he has gone up, so we do manage to do that. We've managed to shockwave HighCard over to this right side over here, and Relik's still on this upper section. You see Relik eventually decides to come down. We keep slide kicking HighCard in. It's super difficult to keep these in position, but we're trying our best. Relik's still targeting on us, which is okay right now. HighCard's still moving around. We're keeping him in with the slide kicks. Relik gets fishing rodded down nicely. Come on, so close, just a little slide kick on him. Oh, and he decides to teleport away. Where's he gone? Okay, it looks like Relik's now gone on his upper peak, and he's still targeting on us. So HighCard is trying to target Relik, but just can't get the angle to shoot on him. You can see HighCard's moving in. He thinks that Relik's still on top of the hill. Look at him, he's so clueless. He doesn't even realize Relik's right behind him. But you can see obviously Relik there, target on us. HighCard finally realizes where Relik is and starts aiming in on him, trying his best to hit them shots again, but missing a few. Relik still aiming in on HighCard, not really hitting many shots. Again, another 24 comes down straight onto the HighCard. HighCard in a decent position, trying his best. We do manage to actually slide kick him in a bit, but it slide kicks him right inside of the bees. We get him out of the bees as quickly as we can. It looks like Relik's taking damage from his own bees right there. HighCard aiming in. He's going to walk back through the bees. Where's Relik gone? He's teleported behind HighCard into the bush over here. You can see Relik's now inside of this bush. We do roughly get HighCard away from this section though. You can see Relik and HighCard now fighting each other. It looks like Relik's still targeting on us. HighCard's aiming in on the Relik boss, trying his best to do as much damage as possible, but still missing them shots. This is his perfect opportunity to hit Relik. While Relik's targeting on us, that gives HighCard the chance, but sadly it's not the case, and Relik does teleport away. This teleportation ability means we have to do this in the open, otherwise if we did this in a pit, Relik would just escape instantly and the fight would be over. But you can see the fight's doing the best we can here. Relik's on the upper ground. He's got the high ground here on HighCard. HighCard's trying his best, but can't even locate him, and Relik deals an absolute ton of damage there, cracking his overshield again onto his HP, and HighCard is not happy, and he gets finished. That is it. HighCard gets headshotted and taken out, and Relik takes the W. What a crazy fight that was. Super hectic, but it's the best we can pull off here between these two. I really do hope you guys appreciate it. The amount of effort and work that's gone into this one has been insane. So if you want to appreciate and support the channel further, don't forget to go and try out my new map, the 50-50 map, the big battle with the code on screen. Take a screenshot, go and give it a go, and let me know what you guys think.